Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Speed Machines United fantasy casting review. And today we're going to be going over the classic Roll Cage, first edition's release in 2000. And it's been seen in a lot of games, and most notably for me, Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2 Getting Dirty. It is the cover car for that game. And this is probably where I first fell in love with it. And I just had to pick one up for myself. This is the 2000 first edition's release in yellow with those classic off-road saw blade wheels that we don't see anymore, and spare tire, which is also not around. They removed that in 2010 and changed the molding of the side panels, the metallic panels right there in 2013 to be molded with the body. So let's get into it. Now, this is a Mark Bartle design, and if you don't know who he is, I don't blame you because this is his only mainline 164 casting he ever designed for Hot Wheels. If you look under his name in the wiki, it's just there. And honestly, I think it's an absolute banger. It's just literally a roll cage with four wheels and a spare tire. That's it. It is rear engine, and it's a really nice off-road, maybe for going over the dunes. And it's just a quintessential Hot Wheels casting from the 2000s. I'm trying to collect as many 2000 first editions that I can. This is one of the first ones I picked up. And it's just simple and sweet. Now, let's go over the details. Now, first off, you see the whole body, metal base, metal body, excuse me, and the chrome is... And there's a chrome piece for the engine and the shocks on the side there, both sides right here, chrome shocks. And the fuel tank is also chrome, but it looks like the bottom, looks like the bottom is also plastic, the way it shines like that. Might be metal, I don't know. But you can also see, check this out, the gear lever, as well as, I think that's maybe a nitrous bottle, can't really be too sure. But it's just, you could really appreciate the interior in this thing too. Fully molded, you can see the gauges at the top of the dashboard. Check that out. And you can see the tube for air, I guess. What is that? You can kind of see it right there. Going into the engine. I think it's a fuel, I don't know. But yeah, roll cage. So this is the only release that I have in my collection. I'm trying to get more. I'm trying to find the new one in green they released recently, but I just don't know where that is. Couldn't find it. But yeah, I remember this from many games back in the early 2000s. And I've always loved this car for that reason. I love the slight rake it has. You can see just a slight rake. The wheel sizes are the same. It's just kind of molded differently. But unfortunately, yeah, this is a victim of cost-cutting measures from Mattel. Of course, they don't have the rear spare tire anymore. And the pieces are molded into one for simplicity. And I just, overall, see, this is a problem. This is a problem I have with castings that are a lot better before. You've seen it with Nitro Door Slammer, with the folding wheelie bar. You see it with Surf Crate, with the removable surfboard that doesn't have removable surfboards anymore. You see it with Diora 2, that used to have removable surfboards. Now they're molded into the base, or the body, excuse me. And I'm trying to compensate my rating to include both of them. Like now, I'd say this is easily a classic, like 9.5 out of 10. But nowadays, I'm inclined to go like 8, just a solid 8, you know. And that's kind of what I'm trying to include into my rating. So for the early release of this casting and the later casting mixes, I'm gonna have to. I'll just give it a solid 9. Okay. 9. Just because this is included in the history of the casting, and nowadays I would probably give it a lower review. But hey, it's still a great casting. It when you look at it, it's boom. It's easily Hot Wheels. Of course, you can see it on the front there, but it's just when you look at that, it just screams early 2000s Hot Wheels, and it's just with the saw blade wheels we don't see anymore. I miss it, man. I miss it. Anyway, this is Roll Cage, 9 out of 10. This has been a Speed Machines United Fantasy Review. See you next time.